Okay, so this is my food diary from Monday the 4th of July all the way through to the 10th of July. So this immediate previous week. So what I'm going to do is go through my food diary first on MyFitnessPal, starting with Monday the 4th of July. So I was actually fairly well behaved there on Monday. One more coffee than I would have normally liked to have, but that was my lunchtime coffee, so that sits in where lunch would have been, because I tend to put my drinks all in one section called drinks rather than about the time I had them. So I had a Woody's coffee for lunch, and for dinner I had a side salad and some salmon, and then I had a bag of mini cheddars in the evening, which I probably shouldn't have had really. So, but if I have a look at my calories for the day, it was under 1,000, which MyFitnessPal doesn't like because it wants you to have at least 1,200. So I got a warning on that day for not eating enough. I have a look on Tuesday. The caramel bar for lunch, a Slim Fast one. That's my lunchtime Woody's caramel latte, so that would go there as well. For dinner, I had an omelette because my daughter had a friend to play after school, so they had the pasta we were going to have, and then I thought, well, I'll grab some eggs and have an omelette, and then I sort of remembered how good omelettes are and how much I like them. So, unfortunately, after that, I was still a bit peckish, and I wiped out a couple of bags of mini cheddars just because they were in the cupboard. So I could have made some better choices that night, but I was still under my 1,200 minimum calories, well under the 1,700 I'm supposed to have. So that resulted in another warning from my FitnessPal for Tuesday as well. I'll have a look on Wednesday. I had a caramel Slim Fast cafe latte shake for lunch. Got a large one because I had 4 scoops in that one, so it's effectively two portions. Tomato soup for dinner that evening. It looks a bit strange. It was 1.7 containers, so 1.7 portions and 1.7 cartons, but that's what I had to put in to get the calories to match from what it said on the back to what the nearest I can get matching in MyFitnessPal was, because there was no identical match by scanning the barcode. Managed to wipe out another couple of bags of mini cheddars that night. Again, could have made better choices. 1,000 calories that day. Another warning from MyFitnessPal for not eating enough. Thursday is kind of where it all went a little bit wrong. So, a couple of Slim Fast caramel chocolate bars for lunch. Did I have a Woody's that day? Yes, I had a caramel latte as well. So that was a caramel latte and 2 Slim Fast chocolate caramel bars. Dinner again was another omelette with some spring onions, and peppers. That were in the leftovers in the bottom of the fridge, so I had those. Unfortunately, I wiped out a packet of Monster Munch as well. And then we ended up at the candy shop that evening because I needed to get some stuff for my daughter's school lunches. Thought, oh, that looks like a nice tub of ice cream there. I might have one of those. Yeah, a little tub of that, so big. Ben and Jerry's. Looked at the calories on the back. Thought, that's not too bad, So then when I was putting it in after I'd eaten it, that they think that a little pot like that is 4 servings. Well, I can assure you it's not. But unfortunately, when I went to put it in MyFitnessPal, it made me regret having it, because that one little pot of cookie dough Ben and Jerry's ice cream was 1,000 calories. So that's more than a meal's worth, So I kind of learnt my lesson, because I was well over on my calories that day. So consequently, MyFitnessPal didn't tell me off for not eating enough, but I felt bad after it for eating something that many calories and I shouldn't really eat. But yeah, let's go and have a look at Friday. So Friday's not too bad. A couple of caramel chocolate Stimfast bars for lunchtime. The caramel cafe latte shake in the evening. Another couple of caramel bars. Not trying to keep my calories down that day after realising I'd gorged myself on ice cream the day before. An unusual array of coffee at home in the morning whilst working. Cafe latte, caramel latte for lunchtime from Woody's. A couple of Ribena light 500ml bottles you get from the shop, because I went out for a walk that evening, so we'll have a look at that in a second. But yeah, I was under the 1,000 again on that day, so got a warning about not eating enough that day. Saturday, I was doing alright, and then about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I really was desperate for a cold drink. Went into the shop, walked out with a ham and cheese roll as well, which, because of the meal deal, you got to get a sandwich or a roll and then a bag of crisps and then a bottle of drink to get the £3.75 meal deal. So I went in for a drink, came out with an entire meal I didn't really want, but I demolished it nonetheless. Saturday night is the only cheat night I try and have, which this week was a Chinese takeaway. I'll talk a bit more about that in a moment as well, and then some drinks. So it wasn't so bad, despite having a Chinese takeaway. Sunday, can I say I skipped lunch? I had a Woody's coffee in the morning, and can that count as a coffee as a lunch? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think so. But for evening, I had half of a garlic bread baguette, which my daughter had the other half for, because she had soup, which is probably better than me just having half a garlic baguette. And then I had a Slimfast latte with 3 scoops in it, so it was a reasonable size one. It certainly filled me up anyway. I haven't really been peckish since. Coffees and a few bits and bobs today. Whilst visiting family, so caramel latte this morning. The old coffee, no sugar, and another can of Pepsi Max, which is 0 calories, effectively 4 calories in that. No sugars or anything. And I've had the warning about not eating enough as well today from MyFitnessPal. So I'm gonna, I've had mornings 5 days from MyFitnessPal for not eating enough this week. One gorge day and one Chinese takeaway. So what have I done in the way of exercise this week? Well, I did a 3.26 mile walk around a local park, and then I've done a little bit of cycling. So I think that was Friday. Sort of finished work on time. Managed to get a couple of hours sort of spare, and thought, I know what I'll do, I'll get out for a walk. So I managed to get out for a walk for a little bit, and I did normally go visiting family on a Sunday. Normally just pile into the car, go in the car, but today I managed to get out and do it on the bike, and get everywhere I needed to on the bike. So kind of replaced car journeys with bike this weekend. So I felt reasonably good about that. Unfortunately, it is, it's an electric bike, power-assisted pedelec bike, but you do get some exercise on it, even though it's giving you quite a bit of assistance. You're getting out there, you're sitting up, you're in the fresh air, you're moving your legs, you're moving about, you are putting some effort into it, but not as much as you would on a normal bike. But then again, I don't think I'd gone out on a bike today if it was a normal bike. I think I'd have just got in the car, piled in the car. So so not great. But I'm gonna, since the weather's quite nice, I'll try and use a bike wherever I can anyway. So what else have I got on this list? Well, what have I learnt from last week? be careful with ice cream. It, you know, a little pot which was about so big. On the back of the packet, it said it was actually 4 portions. So when I looked at it and gone, oh, okay, calories aren't so bad on that. I'll treat myself to that. It was only when I realised it was like per 100 grams, and it wasn't the total of what I was actually going to eat. That I kind of realised I need to be a bit more careful on that in future. My low points from this week, well, probably snacking on crisps I should have avoided. I've had 4 or 5 packets of mini cheddars, only with small snack size bags that you give to your child to take to school for lunch or break or whatever. But I'm eating 2 of them in a go, because there's only a few. I'll have 2 of those, tip it into a bowl or the same bag, and there's it's just not brilliant. A couple of bags of crisps I've had today, I've had this week, and I really shouldn't have done. So I need to get back into the habit of realising what I'm buying for my daughter for snacks is for my daughter, and it's not there for me to pick and snack on. I just need to continue by telling myself that it's poison and I can't have it. So I just need to try and get myself some willpower and be able to walk into a shop and not walk out with a sandwich as well. That's a fairly low point as well on Saturday. Desperate for a drink. Well, actually, it's only giving an extra £1 to get a roll and a bag of crisps to go with it, and it's just I need to be avoiding that. What were the high points from this week? Well, I'm now back under 20 stone for the first time in what seems like forever. So I got on the scales, and I dropped a fair amount. So that was a nice surprise as well. Let's have a look at my my weight chart for the week. Is this going to work? What do you reckon? Give it a second. So that is my weight over the last month. So that looks like July the 4th. So I was 20 stone, 3 pounds, 4 ounces, which in old money or new money is 283 pounds or 128.4 kilos. And I've got down to 19 stone, 13 pounds and 7 ounces, which is 19 stone, 13 and 7. So that's 279 pounds or 126.6 kilos. So that's a loss over the week of about 4 pounds, which is 1.8 kilos. I've got my MyFitnessPal program for 1,000 calorie a day deficit, which should give me a £2 a week drop in weight, or about a kilo. So I did about double that, which in one way you think, oh, that's good because I've dropped double what I was aiming for. But in order to do that, I've had 5 days of warnings from MyFitnessPal telling me I haven't eaten enough, and I'm effectively starving myself. So I don't think £4 a week is going to be a particularly good target to aim at. But we'll see what comes up in the following week. I said before I was going to talk about my Chinese takeaway, which is all very nice, but having not eaten a particularly great deal for the preceding week, what I actually found was that my normal order, which would be a sweet and sour chicken or special rice with no prawns, it comes in a big long foil container, or chicken Peking rather than sweet and sour chicken. But you have 2 long containers worth and sort of dropped on the plate like you normally do when you have any Chinese takeaway. I actually found I couldn't eat it all, which is really unusual for me because normally I can just demolish it and then still be hungry immediately after. So it was actually I'd eaten myself to a standstill with it, and I probably left about a quarter of it. So I'd adjusted what I'd put into MyFitnessPal for that meal. But it's interesting to see that I've been doing this now for 3 weeks, and I've started to get my satiated feel back, which I lost. So hoping to keep up with that, and hope it shrinks my stomach a bit so I can actually take less food and actually feel full. For quite a while I've not had that full reflex, so I kind of get hungry, feel like I'm hungry, eat something, but then I don't feel I'm full, so I'll just carry on eating until it's really uncomfortable and I can't actually physically eat anymore. So it's a good thing that I've started to get that satiated feeling back. I've got my net values as well and my totals from my FitnessPal based on the food I've eaten and the exercise I've done. So the black line here is what I'm aiming for, to be close to but not over. So that's the 1700 and whatever calorie limit, and on net most of these days I was under. One day I was well over. Let's call that ice cream day, shall we? But my average for the week is under 1200 calories, which I don't think is probably brilliant. It's not a great thing to do. Under my weekly goal, I was over 4,000 calories under my weekly goal, which is what's given me the £4 a week in the week weight loss. But I don't think that's actually sustainable. And if I actually look at my totals without taking into account the exercise, I'm just slightly over the 1200 for the week because of the this epic day where I'd pegged myself basically, and the Chinese takeaway on Saturday. So yeah. So what do I need to do really? I think I need to get out there and do a bit more exercise. Twice a week probably isn't enough. I need to lay off the crisps and not eat ice cream. Stay away from ice cream, and see if I can get £2 off in the coming week. So let's see how it goes. Another week, another challenge.